Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set up and use Email Stopwatch. It's really simple and will be done in a few minutes. The first thing you're going to do is go to the link that I sent you to download the plugin. Just click on the Outlook plugin hyperlink and the download will start automatically. Once it's done, we're just going to open up and follow the setup instructions. This should only take less than a minute. When you open the file, you'll notice the Email Stopwatch add-in setup. Double click that file. And just run it. Make sure that you have Outlook closed while you're doing this, and you can review the terms and conditions when you get there. Mainly, you should know that we're not collecting any of your email content and saving it, only the email addresses and the amount of time. So it'll look like it's going to take a minute here to actually get going, but once it does, it's really quick. Okay, so once that's done, we can go back and open Outlook now. So the first time that you open Outlook, it'll actually ask you to enter your account information. It won't ask you to do this again anytime after the first, which is why it's not asking me to do that right now, since they've already had it set up on here for a while. Okay, so there's nothing you need to do to actually start and stop the timer, but there's a couple of things you should know about how it works. The first is that Email Stopwatch is going to time either whatever's in the preview window here, nothing if it's clicked off of the preview window, anything that's on the preview window, or any screen that's in front. Now know that it'll only time the front screen. It can't time two emails at once. So if this screen is up right now, it's timing this and it's no longer timing the preview window. If I open another window, then it's timing this email and not the other one. When I close them, it'll stop timing that one, and that one had already stopped. If I click on a new email and I write an email to someone, it'll time until I hit the send button. If I decide to write an email to someone and not send it, it'll still time that email based on whatever email I put into the to section. If I don't write a sender, then it won't have anyone to time it to. So there's a couple settings that you can actually change based on how you work. You can just go into the folder settings and the stopwatch setup button. Here at the top is your account settings. You can just ignore those. These two here, activity timeout and minimum activity, can be changed based on your preferences. So activity timeout is the amount of time before the stopwatch stops timing without activity. So activity means either mouse clicks or keystrokes. It doesn't mean moving your mouse around. If a certain amount of time passes, which is set here in minutes, after that time, say if you walked away from your computer or you went to lunch, you went to talk to someone, it'll automatically stop timing. You can set this anywhere from 1 minute to 60 minutes, but we recommend somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes depending on how you work. The next thing that you can change is the minimum activity in seconds. So if you click on this email and then you actually wanted this one, if you set it to 1 or 2 seconds, then it'll pretty much capture everything. If you set it about 10 to 15 seconds, then it won't collect the information for those emails that you just quickly clicked on and moved to the next one. So this way, you're not actually accumulating any extra time just from clicking around in your email account. What you really want is the software to time the emails that you're spending time on. Again, you can set it from 1 second to 60 seconds, but we recommend somewhere around 10 to 15 seconds. And it just gets rid of any of those extra unnecessary clicks in your email account. That's all you need to do once you have the software installed. Otherwise, it's going to do everything on its own. So the last thing I'm going to quickly show you is how to actually get your report. So we can go out of Outlook and back into the account. Click on the logo in the top left corner. We recommend bookmarking this page. That way you can get to your reports quickly. Click on the Your Cabinet link. And this will bring you to where the reports are. So there's a couple things you can change in here. You can check the date. You can change the date range you want it timed from, or you want to, sorry, you can change the date range that you want to actually check the email timing from. So if you want to know a whole week's worth of time or just a day's worth of time, then this is where you would set that. So this is 1 week's worth of time here from November 10th to the 17th. And I'm going to click view activities within the selected dates. And then I'm going to set this to week. There's 2 tabs here. You can either see the grouped results, and this is basically the timing for all email time for that particular email address within the week. So instead of showing the timing for each individual email with a particular client, you'll be able to see it grouped into one. If I click show grouped results, then I'm going to see all the emails between each client that I emailed with. So some are going to be more and some are going to be a lot less. This one is about 8 minutes, whereas this one's only about 1 minute and 20. So you go through. This one I've emailed with the most at 4.5 hours. Some is only, I may have exchanged one quick email, or I may have just checked one quick email at 12 seconds. Okay, so you can go through and see all your emails for that particular week. And like I said, you can go through and just change it to the day if I want to see just today's emails. I'm going to see now just the 17th worth of emails. Okay, so that's only this morning so far, and I can see all the time in minutes per client email. If you want to see the detailed results for today, you can click on the column to the left of grouped results right here, and this will show you every single email that you've exchanged and the amount of time for that email. So there's 1 minute here, 1.5 minutes here. The most useful, though, will likely be the grouped results section. There's one last thing I'm going to show you, and that's just the administrative section. There's not a lot to do here now. Just click on the logo in the top left-hand corner, and that'll bring you to the home screen again. Go to the admin section. Click on users to see all accounts. And client emails. Right now, what we're working on is pulling all of the information from your contacts in Outlook right into this software. Right now, it can't do it automatically, and if you want it done, it has to be done manually. With this information, it actually allows you to attach not only the email to timing, but the contact person and the company, which are included in your Outlook. Then you can see the last activity you had with that person and the number of emails that you've exchanged. If you need to have this now, especially for certain emails that you contact with a lot, or you really want it, you can download the CSV file right here with the chart in it, fill in the information that you want included, so the company, the contact, and the email for each person, save it, and then upload it back into the software. Okay, so otherwise that's it. You can click on the home screen to get back into the main administration screen, or the email stopwatch logo again to bring you to the home screen. If you have any questions, please email me and let me know.